Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So West Virginia's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second and 10 after the previous play. Looking to throw, it's Green. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Quickly complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle.
And then pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Going to try to get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So Florida State's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Tuafili. Oh, what a cut! He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Green. Gets open down the middle.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw it again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pressure coming. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Green. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, West Virginia! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Lining up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
He makes a catch. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the field goal caps off his first quarter.
West Virginia, 7. Florida State, 3.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick off.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking for a man. It's Green. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to the air one more time. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Gallagher. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made after the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He leaves it with his back. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Green. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it behind the line. It's Benson.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them to football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, and all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to it. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Let's go. Looking for a man. It's Green. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It will be 4th down. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. To the air, it's Green. It's complete on the right side. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Ray. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Going deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. He's being a little reckless with that football. Threw the interception last time and almost threw another one here.
Golly, that's back-to-back drives. You got to have your quarterback making smart decisions. You can't turn the football over. He's got to get those cobwebs out of his head and start dialing it in.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself. Do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Looking to throw, it's Green. He's got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Grab near the sticks. It's Ray. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
West Virginia.
Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. Makes a catch and knocked down. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry up. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
That makes it West Virginia 24, Florida State 3.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Fires left. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Morgantown. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.